Hi, second graders. You're not going to be able to see me in this video at the beginning, but you'll get to see me a little bit later. Right now, I want you to focus on the board that's in front of you. We're learning about a new concept this week in phonics and language, and this concept is called adjectives. Everybody say that with me. Adjectives. Adjectives. What is an adjective? Now, we've already learned about nouns, and we've learned about verbs and what verbs are. We know that verbs are action words, and nouns are people, places, and things. But what if we wanted to describe those nouns and tell people about those nouns? What if I wanted to describe my chocolate chip cookies? What if I wanted to describe my pet puppy? Well, I would use special words called adjectives. Everybody say adjectives one more time.
Mommy?
Adjectives. Adjectives are words that describe nouns. They tell us about those nouns. Think about your five senses. I know that you guys know what those are, right? Your touch, hearing, smell, taste, feeling, sight, all that good stuff. Those are your senses. Those adjectives are words that are going to use the senses to describe a noun. So they're going to tell us about what something looks like, what something sounds like, how it smells, what does it feel like, and how it tastes. Adjectives also kind of answer some questions for us. They answer, what kind? Is that dog big or small? What kind of dog is it? And then, how many? How many pieces of pizza did you eat? How many birds are on that tree? Describe the tree. How many leaves?
Baby.
So, adjectives are words that describe nouns. Adjectives are not words that describe verbs. That's a different type of word. Adjectives just describe nouns. They tell us about something, how something looks, sounds, smells, feels, and tastes like, what kind, and how many. So they're words we use to describe nouns. Now we're going to go ahead and look at some examples, okay? Hi, boys and girls. Let's go ahead and look at some examples of adjectives, okay? We've learned that adjectives are words that describe nouns or tell about nouns. They play on our five senses, so how something looks, sounds, tastes, feels, or smells like, and they also answer these two questions like what kind, okay, or how many. So let's find an example of an adjective that describes how something looks, okay? So let's say pretty. That's a pretty flower. Pretty would be a word to describe a flower, and it's showing how something looks. Sounds. How about loud? Sometimes Marigold can be very loud. Loud is describing Marigold, and she's a noun, right? She's a proper noun. And it's telling us how she sounds. Sounds loud. Tastes. Yummy. I've seen that some of you have been baking yummy things in your kitchens. Yummy. That would be something to describe the cake that you made. Yummy. Feels. Let's think about the word feels. If I were to give you some sandpaper, and I would say, can you give me an adjective to describe your sandpaper? You would probably use the word rough. And that's describing how that noun, sandpaper, feels. Rough. Okay? Oops. Smells. Let's do stinky. Stinky, that's describing a smell, right? So the stinky dog. Maybe the dog is stinky, it hasn't had a bath. Dog is a noun, we're describing that noun. What kind? Say big, okay? Big. What kind of balloon did you get at the store? Did you get the big one or the small one? Describe it. Big, what kind? And then how many? How many trees did you see on your walk? 4. Okay, so you're describing how many trees. Trees are a noun. How many you saw? So these are just some examples that we can use as adjectives to describe nouns. Now we're going to look at those and put them into practice in our workbook pages as we solve problems together.